Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we're going to do some trash talk, like the good kind. We're actually going to talk about the trash from last year. So I'm going to turn you around and you'll be able to see all of my empties from last year. We're going to go in categories. So we have makeup, skincare, hair care, bath and body, and fragrances. So those are the 5 categories we're going to talk about today. And of course, I can't show you this stuff without packaging, like bath bombs and stuff. So I have used up more than you will be able to see here. But what am I supposed to do? You know, I can't show you what I don't have, right? It's like, oh, look at what I don't have here. It's a bath bomb. It doesn't really work that way. So you're going to see everything that I can show you, and we'll talk about some empties. Okay, so here are all of my skincare empties for the year, and to be honest, this is less than I thought. More masks. Like, all of these are face masks, so I have actually done pretty well there, and that surprises me. But I mean, I only have 3 serums, 3 day creams, no, 4 day creams. Like, it's not as much as I'm used to seeing in these end of year updates. So yeah, let's just get going. So I have a bunch of single-use masks. So let's just count up how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 21 single-use masks. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 face masks that are in tubs or tubes. That's so good. I have definitely done more than I thought when it comes to face masks. So I'm very happy with that. I can't say that anything really stood out. I really like the ones from Glow ID and the Dr. Shirokul masks. I like those. When it comes to face masks, otherwise, I have really been enjoying, this is the same though, it's just different packaging. It's from Lush, it's the Catastrophe Cosmetic face mask. This is super good for blemishes. If you have red skin, it really soothes it, and yeah. It's as close to a miracle product you can get, I would say. Whenever I've been red and used that, the redness go down significantly. It's amazing, amazing. So those were the 3 or 4 masks that I want to mention, I would say. I have some from The Body Shop. I have one from Evolue. And I gotta say that I have not been enjoying this one that much. This was a gold mask, so it really felt nice putting it on, but it did nothing. And I have heard so many good things about it, so I was really disappointed. This one, however, this one was like a cleansing item and a mask in one. I did enjoy it because I didn't have to have it on for too long, if I can remember it correctly. Like this, I finished in the beginning of the year, I think. So that's one of the fun things, making these videos with yearly empties, because you have finished so much within a year, but you've moved on. So it's so hard to remember what you've actually used in a year. And that's a lot of fun to see, like, how much you've accomplished. Okay, so I have 3 serums here. One from Allel, one from Sunday Riley, and one from Bioma. I gotta say, I was so close making a video which would be titled like, and the award goes to, and like give awards for different categories. Like the best packaging, I would say this Allel serum has such great packaging, because as you can see here, if I open it, this top goes up. And whenever, you know, it goes down, it kind of pushes down air. And then when you open it, it picks up from the bottom. So it really makes you get all of that from the bottom of the bottle. And that's not always the case. And it's also really easy to travel with. And yeah, I just like this function. And I like the serum as well. But the packaging really stood out to me. The other 2 serums, whatever. I used them up. It's okay. I also have an eye serum from Verso. It's okay. I wouldn't repurchase. Then we have 2 night creams. And this one smelled so good. It says it's 10 mils though, and I got like 3 to 5 uses out of it. So I don't believe I got as much as I should have. But it smelled gorgeous. And then the Dermaceutic Light Sudic and the night cream as well. No, this is the night cream, the day cream. They were really, really good. I could actually see some difference, which is not always the case with skincare. I also have, well, 4 day creams, I would say. And we have 2 full sizes, so that is why I don't finish as much this year, because I have full sizes here, and these are big. 50 mils, and I think this is 50 mils too, or maybe even more, 50 mils as well. So a full size is usually 30 mils from what I've seen. So these are like over full sizes. I did enjoy them okay, at least. The only one I didn't really enjoy was this one. It has like a gel texture to it. This is the vegan kombucha tea gel cream from Dr. Shirokol. But the other ones were pretty nice, and it was nice to work with them. Then we have an Essence lotion, and this is the only Essence I managed to finish. I was so close to finishing another Essence, like a big one, but this will have to do for an Essence this year. This was the Original Skin Essence Toner from Vegan by Happy Skin. And this was nice. I do enjoy 2-in-1 products whenever I travel, so it's good for that. And then I have 2 toners, 1 mini and 1 big one. So one from Evelue and one from Claire's. To be honest, I didn't care too much for any of them. I mean, I do this step and I don't mind it, but I don't feel like it's doing too much. I don't know. Maybe I could do without toners in the future. Who knows? Then we have actually 3 eye creams, which is insane. So first up, we have this enormous tub. I don't know how much was in here, 30 mils or something. I've never seen such a big tub with eye cream. It's insane. I finished it in the beginning of the year, and it's from Minimo. It was a pretty good one, but I don't like having eye creams or like foundations or anything that I need very little of. I don't like it in a tub because air will just pollute it. Like it will just make it go bad faster, and it's hard to reach. I would much rather have a pump or a tube so that I didn't have to contaminate the whole thing, you know, whenever I open it. So I don't like the fact that it is in a tub, but I did like the product. Then we have 1 mini from the Originals. You've probably seen this before. I think I've finished 2 or 3 already. I don't mind it, but I don't feel like it does anything either. And then we have the one from LL. This is also a big size, and it was 15 mils. So I am extremely happy to have 3 eye creams out. That I didn't think that would happen in the beginning of the year. I mean, I wasn't sure how much I could do, but having 2 full-sized and a mini out in 1 year, of course, this was almost done in the beginning of the year. So maybe we should just count these 2, like count these 2. Of course, this counts because it didn't count for last year, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And I did like the fact that this had like this metallic roller thing here. Because it's so cold, it kind of soothes the eyes, and yeah, it's nice. So is there anything we haven't talked about here? Maybe this. This is the CEO Glow face oil from Sunday Riley, and I didn't love it. It was okay. I don't love oils overall, so I don't feel like they will ever get a really good rating from me unless they do like miracles with my skin or something, which I've never found so far. So let's move on to the next category. Okay, so here we have the fragrances. We have 2 room mists, or they're not mists, room dispensers, I think, or perfume dispensers. Perfume diffuser. We had the name right there. Why didn't I check? We have 2 of those. And I think I liked this one better, the orange cinnamon one. This is from Aroma di Rojito, and this one is from the same, as you can see. I don't love lavender scents, but both of these didn't really give that much sense, to be honest. Like, they weren't the best. I will probably not repurchase these ones. We have 2 deodorants. I just finished this one. This is the Nothing deodorant, which doesn't smell like anything. It shouldn't really contain too much either, so it should be good for you somehow. And then we had a stick, And I was almost done with this last year, so I didn't have to work on that for too long. And that one I really actually enjoyed. So we'll see if I can repurchase that one in the future. Now, when it comes to perfumes, these two are full size. This one is from The Rituals. I got it in an advent calendar 2 or 3 years ago. It smells good, but most of all, like, it looks so elegant. It looks so luxurious. I love how it looks. So I will probably not trash this. I will probably pour something into this and use it just because it's beautiful, you know. Make my own concoction with maybe, you know, these smaller samples that I don't like. I don't know. This is from DKNY, and this was one of my favorites. I got it as a birthday present. I don't know how many years ago. I think it was 2014, so 10 years ago. Well, 11 now, but you know what I mean. So I finally finished that one, and that means I have 2 full-size perfumes gone from my collection. I have never finished a full-sized perfume ever. So being able to finish off 2 is insane. That's, you know, it's really exciting for me. And then we have 2 small samples from, I think both of them were from Real Time, their advent calendar. So they cost like $1 each or something. And so those were all of the fragrances that I've finished this year. Let's move on. Let's talk about my hair products. So I have 5 dry shampoos here. I love dry shampoos. It's like the best thing within hair products, I would say. I love styling my hair with dry shampoo. It gets fluffy, it looks drier. I just feel pretty whenever I use dry shampoos. So that is a product I will always use a lot of. So 5 of them gone, and one part of me is like, oh, good work, I've finished 5 of them, that's good. On the other hand, I'm not too like, I'm excited if I get a dry shampoo. I'm excited, but I'm not excited to go out to buy, like, I always buy this one if I go out to buy stuff, and I don't have too many of them right now, I would say. So I don't feel like I have to use something up. I don't feel like I'm in a hurry to use them up, but it's really nice to having used all of these up, especially like this silver dry shampoo from Leon's. I did not like this one. It was a silver shampoo, which means it has a lot of grays in it, and it just made it really hard to work with. I couldn't use that much because, you know, it made my hair look gray. This one wasn't good enough, I would say. This dry shampoo wasn't that good either. This one, I don't remember if I liked it. I used it when I traveled, so it was okay. But this one, again, is by far the best and the least expensive one. So what do you know? You don't have to put a lot of money into your dry shampoos to get really good results. I love these ones and will continue to buy them. Then we have 4 shampoos, which is not a lot. Do I have something somewhere else? I don't know. But this one took a hot minute to use up. It is a big one. And so this is the Love Beauty and Planet shampoo. I didn't care too much for the scent of this one, so it is what it is. This one I didn't use at all as a shampoo, even if it is a shampoo. I used it to clean my sponges. So that's how I used it up. I have been working on that one for years and years. So it's nice to finally have it gone. And then we have 2 shampoos from Zen's, and they're okay. Nothing to write home about. I'm almost finished with a Ref Stockholm one, which should be very, what do you call it? What do you call it? You shouldn't need to use much at all of that. So that should, you know, keep you for a long time, which mine has. Although it's not as good, I would not repurchase them. They're pretty expensive, Ref Stockholm, so I wouldn't repurchase it because it wasn't that good. I would rather buy like a $2 shampoo because it does more. It smells nicer. It's just better overall. And so I wouldn't rebuy these. I bought them for my wedding on the hairdresser's recommendation. Won't do that again. But anyway, I didn't finish it. I have finished it now, but it was in 2025, so it will be in the next year's Empties video. However, I did finish the conditioner in the same scent. I didn't care for it that much. I didn't feel like it did too much for my hair. And then we have the Love Beauty and Planet conditioner as well. These two went together, of course. And I think this one worked better. It didn't smell as good though. So let's move on to the more treatment and styling products. We have the sea salt spray from Antonio Axu. You guys might know that I had this in two 50 Shades project. First in the 50 Shades of Green, I think, and then the 50 Shades of Gold/Yellow. And it's finally done. Finally done. I love the scent. I love how it makes my hair a little bit more floofy. If I have like a ponytail or something, it just livens it up a bit. Yeah, and it smells so nice. I would really like to have it again at some point. But I have other salt sprays to go through, and it takes a long time, as you can imagine. Now we have 3 treatments. One from L'Adore. It was the Snail Sleeping Hair and Pull. Did it do anything? I don't think so, not too much. Then we have the Revlon, the Unique one, which should have like 10 benefits or something. I don't know that I could see any of them. And then the Paw Paw, it does it all with like 7 benefits. Could I see any of them? I think I like this one most of all of these 3 maybe. I don't know. I like these 2 better than this one because these ones you use after you shower, so you don't have to wait and then rinse it off. I always find that a little bit tedious. If you have to wait for more than like 5 minutes, then I have to jump out of the shower and then into the shower, and it's a whole thing. I don't understand how people can go like 30 minutes with a hair mask and then wash it off, and it's just too much in and out of the shower. You know what I mean? And so I'm very happy that I have 3 masks out, because those are more of the items that you would have to wait for to rinse out. But these were pretty good. I think all of them were good. The one that stood out is this one. This one I will probably repurchase. This is from Yves Rocher. If they have this one, I would like to have it. This hair mask is super good. My hair had been feeling so dull, so dry, until I used this one, and I was like, oh, this is the best. So I hope I can get a hold of that one in the future. And then I have one hair scrub from Christophe Robin. I guess it's good if you have used a lot of dry shampoo to try to get that product out of your hair and stuff. I use it once in a blue moon, and I have used it up, and I think this was the only hair scrub I had as well. So it's nice that I got it, I think last year, and now I've used it up during this year. So I think that's good. Then I know that I don't have too many of them. And then last but not least, I have a hairspray. I was over the moon to finish a hairspray. It's so hard. I almost never use hairsprays, so to have one out is awesome. And that was it for my hair care items that I have finished this year. Okay, so here we have the bath and body category. We have some bath products over here, not too many, since again I don't really have the packaging for a lot of bath bombs that I've used up, especially those from Lush. They don't really have packaging on their products, a lot of them anyway, so you can't see everything here. But everything with packaging, here we go. So we had some bath salts from P. Louise. I don't really feel any difference with bath salts. It's just like small pebbles in your bath. Like, I don't understand it. Actually, it's called the bath caviar. I don't know the difference. It kind of looked like a regular bath salt to me. We have at least 4 bath bombs from Sense, and they don't do that much. I mean, when you have actually tried Lush, there's no going back. We all know that. This is nothing when you compare it to Lush bath bombs. The Lush bath bombs are so vibrant. They contain like glitter and scents, and they're big, and you know, the fizzle, like it's so satisfying. Whereas these are like, okay, it feels like they're for children. Even though I feel like children would really be in awe of the Lush bath bombs, but they're so expensive, so you wouldn't buy that to children. These give like a very faint hue to the water, but nothing really more than that. They do smell in themselves when you hold them up to your nose. They do smell really good, but you can't really notice that when you're in the water. And then I used this one up from Feather and Down. This is the bath essence, and I bought it for under $1, so that was nice. And it smelled like lavender, I think. with calming lavender and chamomile essential oils. And I don't think it smelled too much. I think it was a pretty pleasant smell, if I can remind myself correctly. I don't know. Would I rebuy it? I don't know. I don't know. Well, not right now because I don't have a bathtub, so especially not now. But if I ever get a bathtub, who knows? Especially if they have this price again, who knows? Okay, so those were the bath products. Then we have some hand soaps here. I did try these ones this year, and I am so glad that I did. This was the aloe vera. It had like a hard soap on top, and it was connected to this sponge here, and so you got a little bit of a scrub, you got the soap. It was actually really pleasant, and it didn't take it all as long to use up as I expected, so it was pretty nice. I could get 2 of those out this year. And then I have a full-size soap here and a full size from Rituals. This one I got for free actually. And then a little one from Sense. Now I have been thinking about my like categories, or like what I'm keeping in my inventory. Since now I'm married, I am sharing a few things with my husband, like soaps we use together now. And so I don't think I should have that in my inventory for my channel, but I do think I should use up what I have in my inventory. So I think, you know, the ones that are there will stay there until I use them up, so that I know that I have used the oldest things first. But then the hand soaps will just be eliminated. And I think the same goes for maybe shampoos as well. I'm not 100% sure how I'll do with that. Like if I just have the generic one, I don't think I will count that. But I do want to finish things that I have. And if I get things in advent calendars that are just for me and I know my husband won't use it, you know, a girly scent or something, then I will probably have it in my inventory. I think that's how I will do it. So 5 soaps from what I can see here. Then we have some shower gels. We have 1, 2, no, not this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 shower gels. And this one should have been in my fragrance category, because this is a body mist from Sense. So that one shouldn't even be here. Sorry guys. But yeah, that's how many shower gels I finished. I'm so glad to have finished this one. This is huge. It takes forever to finish one of these. And then we have the Ritual of Jing. Not my scent. I don't like it at all. It was actually pretty hard to use it up. Then we have some Molten Browns one. I think I've tried one that I like the scent of. The other ones are so like dark and heavy in their scents. Like I don't really like the Molten Brown scents in general. I think the Starry Night from Sense and the Kiwi one were the best this year. Then let's move over to this side. We have some scrubs here. We have a body scrub. This one I really like the scent of. This is the Wintry Body Scrub, and it had vanilla in it. Super nice. It was a good scrub as well, so I enjoyed that. This one was a face scrub. All of these 3 were face scrubs. This is from Omorovishka, and I liked it a lot. It was a really good scrub. Same goes for the Hygiene Paris Le Gommage Visage. So yeah, it was really good as well, but you didn't get a lot in this little package. I think I used it up in 3 uses, so you didn't get really that much. And then we have one from Avant, and that one was okay. I think it was okay. But of course I would never buy one of those. Avant is one of those brands that, you know, you can get in so many advent calendars, but is anyone really buying from them? I mean, I don't even know where to buy them, but they claim it's worth like over $100, almost all of their products, and they're just not that good. Like if anyone is buying this product for that price, I feel sorry for them, because you can find stuff under $10 that are at least as good, you know? So I wouldn't rebuy it, but you never know. Advent calendars often come up with Avant products. But those were the face scrubs that I finished. And then we have a body oil from Mitchell and Peach. I usually don't use body oils. Oils are just not for me. I don't like how it feels. I don't like, well, I actually think I like the scent of that one. But body oils, I just forget about them. I don't want to feel oily. I don't want to look oily. I don't like that look. But some body oils contain a little bit of shimmer, so that can be nice for your shoulders or something in summertime. And then we have some face cleansers here. So one from the Body Shop. This is the Purifying Clay Wash. I didn't like that one very much. The Elizabeth Arden I did like. Then we have some samples here from Dr. Charcoal, and I did like those as well. And then one from Avant, which was okay. We also have a lip scrub over here. It was horrible. I would never repurchase. If I got it in an advent calendar, I would give it away straight away. I hate it with a passion. And then we have some body lotions and butters. This is from Yves Rocher. It's the Hammam one, and that was a really interesting and nice smell, I thought. And we have the Bum Bum Cream, not really my type of scent. I don't really like it, and I have heard so many good things about it. And people seem to love this one, but I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And then we have two body butters from the Body Shop. One in the scent Love and Plums. I love this one. This was a winter scent. And then the British Rose. I didn't care too much for that one. And then we had from Sense Beauty, the Sparkling Ginger Softening Body Butter. And that one I did like as well. But I don't think I can get a hold of that one, even if I wanted to. And then we have some SPFs. And this one actually saved me a bit, because I couldn't finish a whole SPF. I'm fairly close to one being done, like a full-size one, but I really wanted to finish something within each and every category, and I didn't have samples or anything until the end of the year. So I got this when I bought some things from Glow ID. Well, I mean, all of these and all of those I got then. But that meant that I could actually finish some SPF as well. I don't care for SPF. I don't care if I have it or not. Maybe one bottle would be enough, you know, for those very hot summer days. But I'm not too much into protecting myself from vitamin D and all of the other good things from the sun that you also need. I mean, it's better to use SPF than to burn your skin. But as long as you don't get burns, you don't really get a higher risk for cancer or anything like that. So I might be using SPF like 1 or 2 weeks of the year or something. And that's it for the Bath and Body section. Let's go to the most exciting part, which is the makeup. Let's go. Okay, so here we have the last category. I'm also going to show you the eyeshadow empties after this, so stay tuned for that. I also found another deodorant. So I actually finished 3 this year. Okay, so let's go through the makeup. Let's start with primers. I have 3 primers here. This was the one that stood out the most. It's the Marshmallow Primer from NYX. I love the scent. I love the formula. It's a thicker one. Love it so much. I finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 foundations. That's not bad. So 5 foundations, 1 powder, 1 stick. This is kind of a tinted moisturizer, and then 2 liquid foundations. So it's a good variety, and I liked most of them. Whenever I did actually find a way to use this, at least. I didn't like it in the beginning, but now I do. So all of these are actually from Makeup Mecca. So 5 out of the 5 foundations that I used up were from Makeup Mecca. Okay, that was interesting, because I do have from other brands as well. Then I have 2, well, let's start with the concealer. I'm very happy to say that I finished this one. This is from Isadora. I used it as a foundation as well, because it contains a lot, and yeah, I just don't use that much concealer to begin with. I bought them because I wanted to use them as eyeshadow bases, because I didn't actually know that there were eyeshadow bases out there. I thought all people used concealer. Maybe I saw 1 or 2 persons using concealers for this, and I thought this is what most people use or something. I don't know. I bought a bunch, and then I got some eyeshadow bases for real, and so I haven't really used them that much. So I'm just trying to use them as much as I can, and to use them up in a way that I can. So sometimes I use them as foundations. Then we have 2 powders, one from ZZ, well, both are from ZZ, but one was a pressed powder, and this packaging is really, really cute. I use up pressed powders like no one else, like no one's business. Like it takes such a short time, although loose powders, they take quite a lot of time, and I feel like they're finicky and you drop a lot of products and stuff. So I'm not sure. Like, I think I get more use out of loose powders, but I feel like I lose more. Like I lose more product from them. I don't know. It is what it is. But this one I will probably keep because this packaging is adorable. I will probably franken something in here. And then I have, oh, I had another one. I forgot. This is from Lottie London, and this is the latest empty. And so I have another powder. That one was pretty good, actually. Speaking of eyeshadow bases right before the powders, here we have one from the Beauty Crop, which I've worked on and worked on and worked on. I didn't really like it that much, but that didn't hinder me from trying to use it up for like two to 3 years. But it is an empty, and I'm super happy about that. Let's move on to the lip category. So we have one lip treatment from Sensai. I love this. Well, at least half of it. I used maybe half of it and I was over the moon that I had it. It did wonders for my lips, and then it didn't really work anymore for my lips, so I just used it up. Maybe it expired, maybe my lips got used to it, I don't know. And that is the same for the lip peel in here that I used. It was so good in the beginning. Like half of the product was so good, and then it stopped working for, I guess, the same reason as this. Maybe it got old. It actually did, but I don't know if that is the reason or that my lips got used to it. Then I have one lip oil that I finished. Didn't I finish any lip balms this year? I feel like I should have. I feel like I... Oh, well, this is technically a lip balm. It's a colored lip balm from Makeup Mecca, and I really enjoy this shade. So I actually rebought this one. So I have one that I'm working on right now. We have from Essence a little lip pencil that I finished. I was really happy. I didn't know if I could finish a lip pencil this year, so that was nice. And then my only little lipstick here was this blister package thing. It's from Hourglass. I think this was in the shade Fox something, I don't know. I don't really care for the formula that much. I hate working with these small samples. I want a real lipstick that I can just smudge on my lips and not have to, you know, bring another tool to use. It's annoying. Okay, so let's move over here. We have 4 mascaras. This one is the only one worth talking about. The other ones, like, they're okay as mascaras, but they are such a pain in the behind to take off. But this one, 38 degree mascara, it's the best way to go. You just need some warm water, and then you can take it off with your fingers and it comes off in lumps. It's so easy. I never want to go back to to normal mascaras anymore, but I have to because I have so many, so I have to work on them. So unfortunately, I will probably not be working on one of these for a long time before I feel like I can actually buy one. And then we only had one eyeliner. I was supposed to have 2. Like for mascaras, I use one that is waterproof and one that is not. And then I tried to do that every half year. You know, I try to switch them out because they should only be open for a half year. This one should only be open for a half year too, I think, or a year. I'm not 100% sure, but my thinking is that I do want to switch this out every half year. I will say that all of them worked. So it's nothing special except for this one. This one I'm over the moon with, you know, over the moon for. So we have 2 kind of brow gels. Well, one is like an eyebrow conditioner, but yeah, it feels like a gel or like a bad gel because it doesn't really stick your strands in position or anything, but it gets them a little bit wet, so it kind of gives the same feeling. And then a brow gel from Revolution, and from ZZ we have a brow pencil, a retractable one. And I did like this one. These ones I didn't really care about. We have one blush empty from Essence. It's the Peach Me Up blush. I really like that one. Then we have two setting sprays, one from Anastasia Beverly Hills and one from ZC. I like the one from ZC better because it's not dewy. I mean, this is really in the name, dewy. And I don't want to look dewy. I don't want to look oily. I don't want to, like, I want to look matte. I don't want to look sweaty. I don't want to look greasy, which is kind of the look I get every time I use dewy products or oils or something like that. So I didn't love the ABH one. Then we have some makeup removers. So we have one oil here from Makeup Mecca. Didn't care for that one too much, but cleansing butters I love. This was the first one I tried. I had smaller sizes of this one before, so I knew I liked it. But this one really got me into cleansing butters overall. They're so good. I really like them. And I got one from P. Louise in their last advent calendar. Yeah, it's nice. It smelled nice. I liked it. And this one is really good for traveling. It's very cheap. It's eye makeup removal pads. I tend to use one of these to take off my makeup all over my face, and then it leaves like an oil or something to kind of clean your face with. Like it feels nice. You feel moisturized afterwards. It's a really good one. It's under $2, so you can't go wrong with that, right? And then we have a brush cleanser. I don't always finish one of these, but I'm very happy when I do, because that means that I've actually, you know, cleansed my brushes fairly regularly, and I'm happy with that. And then we have some makeup cleansing wipes, which I often use for taking swatches off, but almost never on my face. And the last category here is for my nails. So we have a nail polish remover that I could dip my fingers in, and I thought this was really great. It was very convenient to just dip your fingers in and they came out clean. Really nice. We have the Platinum Shine base and top coat that I finished, and then two regular nail polishes. Both are shimmers, one silver one and one like a topper one in rose gold flakes. This one looks pretty interesting, I think. And that was everything. So let's take a look at the eyeshadows I finished as well. Okay, so this is the last category, eyeshadows. I finished 20 eyeshadows this year, which is awesome. I also finished a single, which is the first time I've ever done that. So that is extra nice. Even if it just was a setting shade, it contained like 2.5 grams or something. And it was really, really nice to have a setting shade on the go, and just, you know, whatever palette you went into, you had a setting shade to work with. And so that is something I could definitely see myself buy if I found something like that again. I got this in an advent calendar, like most of my things. But yeah, I was really, really happy to receive this and to use it up. Then we have the e.l.f. palette, which I've had as my Pan That palette, where I wanted to hit pan in all of the shades 2 years ago, and last year or this year I have finished a few shades in here. So I think I finished 2 shades, maybe 3 shades this year, and you can see the empties I have in here. So we have this one, and I have to check. Okay, so this is an empty, this is an empty, and that one is an empty. I'm not 100% sure I finished all of those this year or just 2 of them, but we have some empties in here. So not only does it look loved because I had pan in it, but now I've actually begun finishing shades, so I'm very happy for that. Let's move on to the witch side, and most of these shades have been very light shades, mostly lid setting shades, I would say. So we also have a lid setting shade here that I finished off. So not too exciting, I guess, to have as empties, but every empty is exciting for me. The shades in here were the most colorful, I think, that I finished. One was a red one, and then maybe 2 setting shades, or 1 brown and a setting shade or something. I don't remember, but at least I had a red that I actually finished. That was nice. Then we have the Sparkling Rosé by Makeup Mecca. As you can see, I have finished this shade, which was also a lid setting shade. Can we spot a theme? However, when it comes to my, oh, I almost want to cover some things here because I don't want you to see too much spoilers. I have been working on the silver shade in here, so I'm covering that up. But as you can see, I have finished almost all of the shades, 12 shades in here. And so I know we had like a champagne-y one, a gold, a pink shimmer, another gold. I had a brown, a lid setting shade, a red, a like purpley one. I had a very light blue shade in here, another like champagne to pinky shade down here, and then I had a really like purple to pink shade right here that I finished as well. So I have finished a lot of shades, actually, a lot of different shades, but the common theme is that they're all very light, and that's a lot easier for me to work with. Recently, I also finished a shade in here in this Clay Play palette from Tarte. I finished this, and this was not really a lid setting shade. Or maybe I used it as that sometimes, but maybe I used it as a little bit of a bronzer or cleaning up shade or something like that. I did use it as a foundation, I remember. Okay, so yeah, that's how I used that one. And then I have used up, and I guess this will be a little bit of a spoiler because it looks a little bit different from the last time I showed you this palette. But I have finished 2 or 3 shades in here. So this one, and this one I finished totally. So that's nice. And that should make 20 shades. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so either a shade in here or here was already panned in the beginning of this year, and I don't know which one. But yeah, 20 shades in a year. That is awesome. I don't know if I will ever be able to do that again, but this year is all about hitting as many pans as I can, so I don't think I will finish too much. I will try to finish what's left in this one. So at least 4 shadows should be finished by the next time I do this, this kind of video. So yeah, that was everything. Let's talk about the numbers. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's talk about the stats for last year. One of my goals was to reduce the number of items in my collection, and I really wanted to go below 1,200 items. I had 1,200 and something. I think I only had to use up 12 more items or something than I brought in to meet that goal. So my goal wasn't too big last year. I just wanted to play around. I also knew that it would be harder to finish things because I don't have as many samples as I did the years before. So let's talk about what I got into my collection. I brought in 136 items. It might seem like a lot, but the year before, in 2023, I brought in 225 items. So there's a difference of 89 items. I brought in 89 items less into my collection this year compared to last year. And I am talking like it is 2024 when it is 2025. But you know, this was the end of the year results. So I am going to continue that. Now let's talk about the things I have used up. I have used up 169 items, which isn't too shabby. That means that I finish something almost every other day. So that's good, especially considering, like I said, I have been focusing on more full-size products or, you know, deluxe size samples, not those mini ones anymore. So, you know, it is good, but it doesn't feel too good for me because the last 2 years I have finished so much more because of the samples. And last year I finished 363 items. So the difference is 194 items. I finished 194 items more last year. Like, how did I do it? I know I had a lot of samples and stuff, but yeah, that was crazy. But 169 items is still very good. So that means I am actually down 33 products this year. Even though I brought in pretty much not as much as last year, but I didn't finish as much as last year either. But yeah, 33 items down, which means I am under 1,200 products now, which is great. It's super great. I also had a goal of finishing something within each and every category, and I do have pretty large categories. Like a blush is a blush. It doesn't matter if it's a liquid or a powder or whatever. And I also had all fragrances, I think, in one. So like if I finished just one fragrance, you know, I finished that category. But I think this is the first year I didn't actually meet that goal. So there were 3 categories in which I didn't hit my goal, and that was hand creams. By the way, I have forgotten where I placed my hand cream that I was working on from Essence, but I'm maybe halfway. I totally forgot about this category until maybe October, November, something like that. And I brought it in. I finished maybe half of it, like I said, and I just didn't have the time to finish it because I was so late in beginning to use them. So I didn't finish one hand cream, which is super sad. I have so many hand creams. I really need to get going on them. So, you know, mental note to use more hand cream next year. I didn't finish any sanitizer either. I use water and soap. What can I say? I don't really feel like I need a sanitizer, except for maybe, you know, if I go on a trip or something, which I don't normally do. This year has been a lot of traveling to my parents, but they have water and soap. You know, I haven't been sleeping outside or anything, so I didn't feel like I had to have a sanitizer. And then the third and last category in which I didn't finish anything was my foot products. I totally forgot about them. I think I used a foot product like twice or something last year. It was ridiculous. I don't have that many left. I think I have less than 10 at least. But it's just something I don't gravitate towards, and if I don't have it in a project, I just forget about it. So I really should put it into a project next year or this year. And so that's a good mental note for myself. And with that being said, yeah, those were my numbers for last year, for 2024. Hopefully we can have a lot of empties out for this year as well, 2025. I doubt that it will be as much because I am focusing more on eyeshadows and hitting pans and stuff in my makeup collection. I really hope I can finish 25 makeup items anyway, but the majority of the items that will be going will be skincare items. Bath, body, maybe fragrances. I don't know how much I will be able to finish. Especially since I can now announce that I am pregnant. I'm in the 5th month. So yeah, a little one will be joining us in the middle of June or late June maybe. And so I don't know how much energy I will have. That is actually why I've been so tired and sick and, you know, nauseous and stuff, and why I haven't been wearing as much makeup as I used to and all of that. So I don't know, like, I really want to focus to get things out before the baby comes, but we'll see. I think I can do fairly well in the first half year, and then we'll see, because I've never had a baby before. I've never had someone that I had to take care of so much. So we'll see. We'll see how I'll do by the end of the year, but yeah, this is exciting. And so I really hope you enjoyed this video with a little bit of numbers and announcements and empties and, you know, all of that good stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video, and that I'll see you in the next one. Have a great evening. Bye.